And hello there, everybody. Welcome back once more to BSG Online 3. Next up, we're going to have Castlevania 3. Dracula's Curse being run by, let's see, what's her name again? Kutsushita?
Yes.
That's about right? Excellent. So, good luck.
Thank you very much. It'll be a doozy, I think. I'll just go over to the naming screen because, if I'm not mistaken, we had an incentive for naming the character.
Yes, and the character name is going to be John. J-O-H-N.
J-O-H-N. Alright, awesome. There we go. I'm just gonna start it. We'll start yapping about the run. Because while this character is now currently called John, normally he's called Trevor Belmont. In this case, also, about to be time. Go! Start after the little intro. But yeah, so this is Trevor, but as you might have noticed, this is going to be Grant %. So Trevor, or John, will only be played for, let's say 20% of the game. After that, we'll be switching into our slightly faster friend, Grant. Well, actually, he's a lot faster, but you will see. But for now, it's just your good old Castlevania Whipman stuff. We go through the first 2 stages to get to Grant. So, what do you need to know in general about Castlevania? Well, first of all, you have to make jumps. Second of all, holy water, the thing we just picked up, is ridiculous. Too bad we're using Grant for most of it, so we don't get to see that much ridiculousness. But it's pretty good. We're happy that we have it. Yeah, so in big jumps, like I did there, I did like a whip at the end. That's pretty standard tech to make sure he doesn't plunk, basically. If you fall from a great height, he crouches and wastes time. That's a bit of a tech we've got. And I also, you'll see me jumping and whipping a lot. Most of the time it's just because I want to have fun with it, Jumping, whipping, it's a good time. But other times, if it's a big fall, it's definitely because I don't want to clunk. The same tech goes for Grant, though his jumping is a little different. We'll see that when we get to him. But the first stage, pretty normal. We just do some... Oh, okay, we got a whip upgrade. The fun thing is, now we have a long whip. There's like 2 stages to his whip, well, 2 upgrades to his whip. Lots of damage boosts, by the way. I'm kind of just glossing over them, but a lot of them. Just roll with it. It's cool. Pick up my triple. That's no big deal. More damage boosting. So the nice thing is, this game does have scaling damage. So right now, the first stage, we just take 2 bars of health per hit, right? No big deal. But later on, we cannot be so bold. But that's the first boss, and that was just, holy water and some whips. Easy peasy. So yeah, you just stack holy waters and they keep doing damage and damage and damage per tick, which is, well, details, but it goes very fast. Now we transition towards the second stage, this clock tower thing. At the very top is our friend. From that moment onwards, we will switch into him. This is kind of a pain of a stage. We're gonna try and do some fun stuff still. There's a couple of frame perfect, like you can cancel animations if you're frame perfect with the holy water. It's gonna be the next screen here. Let's see if I can do it twice. That would be awesome. Right here. If I got it, I would have just kept walking, which would be awesome. I didn't get it there either. That's fine. Minor time saves. They're just cool, Cool little tech that this game has. But it'll get way cooler once we get Grant. Trust me. So far, it's just standard precision platforming. And, Trevor isn't exactly the fastest. So you have a bunch of character choices, right? You can just do Trevor. That's a category, just Trevor alone. You can pick up Sypha, the magician character. She's awesome. And you can pick up Alucard, so Dracula's son. He can turn into a bat and stuff, which is awesome. Very useful for going fast. But instead, we're gonna pick up Grant, who's like this acrobat. But he's also actually kind of a magician, as we found out earlier this year. On this glitch, he can actually launch himself very, very high. And that kind of screws up the game sometimes, depending on where you do it. But that's for another, in 2 minutes' time. You'll see. You'll see. So the interesting part about like the design of the game, the level design, is Grant is at the top. Then we have to go all the way back down. So you'll see all of this again, but in reverse. I think that's really awesome. The way they design all these levels and such. Just in general, this game, it just looks good, and if you haven't noticed, it has cool, like really, really great music. It's just beautiful, like late NES stuff. This came out in '89 for Japan. This is the US version. Some differences between the versions, which is why we play US. The Grant tech that we're gonna show off. These Medusas are random and annoying. You have to wait a little bit. But yeah, the Grant tech is US only. Ouchies. Why did you stab me? Alright, here's Grant. Hello. We're just gonna holy water him. He needs a shower. There we go. Cool. He'll turn into not demon mode Grant, so he was like possessed or something. But by killing him, we saved him because video games. And then he'll be our friend. You just have to quickly go through the dialogue. Alrighty, big hands, and gonna go fast. It's kind of funny. It's like, oh yeah, you should take me. I'm very fast. Hold on, I was going for my split button. I don't need to do that. I don't need to do that. But yeah, so you see like the screen is like shaking and stuff. So apparently this tower is about to collapse or something. I think that's what they're trying to portray. There's no time. Well, I mean, there is a time limit, but it's not like they're really pushing you to go fast or anything. I guess that's the first thing you already saw me do there, right? So Grant clings to walls. That's just the thing he can do. He can be upside down, he can climb vertical walls and stuff. Very nice. He also moves faster. The other characters all move when they normally walk. They move 1 pixel per frame. But Grant skips a pixel every 4 frames. Okay, let me see if I can get this beautiful tech here. Okay, come on, buddy. Oh! I got the thing, and it killed me. That was, almost right. Okay, there you go. Good boy. So yeah, that's what we want to do. Good. So let me try and explain. Like I said, it's like a launch. So if Grant's about to grab a wall, it has to be facing to the right. But if he's about to grab it, and then you are in a stabbing animation, but you let go just before he grabs it, he gets confused and he shoots up. I'm gonna try and do it here again. There you go! Nice, first try. That's awesome. Too bad I died the other time. Okay, awesome. And because I do it, in these 2 instances, you do it pretty high up on the screen, right? So what happens is, he wraps to the bottom. In the upcoming, I do it a bunch of times. We will not be wrapping anymore. We'll just be going from bottom to the top, skipping blocks in between. But you'll see. Right here, I have to stop some birds from harassing us. And the clock is not usually something you see in Castlevania 3 speedruns. But in this instance, it's very, very useful because these stupid owls are random and real pain in the butt. But if they're frozen, what are they gonna do? Can't do anything. Okay. Nothing too fancy happening here. Gonna do some damage boosts in the next screen. I don't know if you have any donations. Feel free.
Currently, I don't have any donations, but I can definitely read out something else. Something along the lines of that we want to thank ESA for supporting the event and allowing us to stream on their channel. For information about their upcoming events and changes due to COVID-19's outbreak, be sure to check out esamarathon.com.
Alright, cool. Another really cool thing about this game, we've seen it twice now, so you get into these screens, right, between stages, and you can actually pick where you go, which is just really rad. So you know, different characters are behind different routes, basically. We get to also see Sypha. We're just not gonna take her with us, because we can only be, you know, can only have one friend. Trevor can only have one friend. I don't know. It's just the way he rolls. And this is Grant present, so we're not trading in Grant. Also, you know, we went through all that trouble to go into that dead end that is the clock tower to pick him up, so, you know, not letting him go now. Okay. Cool, alright. Let me see. So the upcoming fight with the Cyclops is not easy. He's a jerk. You have to fight him 3 times. But yeah, whenever I do him with Grant, which will be 2 times, I need to be very on point. Cool! That was awesome. That was perfect. So you have to just, you know, make good use of the invulnerability frames that he gives you when you touch him. He does a ridiculous amount of damage too. He does more damage than most things. That's Sypha right there. She was turned into a statue. We saved her. Yeah, now we just sadly have to decline her help. And then we go into the ghost ship. Now, the ghost ship is awful. It's awful. It's only like the 4th stage of the game, so you wouldn't expect it to be such a pain in the neck. But it is. I'm gonna be sure to not go like completely nutso speedrun strats, because that gets me killed like 90% of the time. This is the run killer, basically. Like the final stages, you know, later stages, they're pretty hard, but this one is just brutal. Alright. Like it might not look like much. They're just, all these guys are just positioned in such a way that they're just nasty. If we take it slow, if we take it safe, we'll be okay. Oh, it's interesting to, I'll point out one thing. So there's these launches, right? They're frame perfect. Otherwise, if they were easier to do, I would do them in more spots. Like right here. Like right there, I could do it and jump up there. It's very tight though, so I don't try it, because if you miss it, there is a pit there, obviously, right? So you're dead. Not doing that. Here I'm trying to flip through the corner. Didn't quite get in. I'll reset it. There we... Oh, that looked good. Yeah, it's annoying that the ghost puts us on a timer here. Oh, really? Killing the ghost. There you go. That's not like necessarily frame perfect, I'm just bad at it. It's really annoying. But that's fine. So that's another little tricky, techie thing. Little quirk of his climbing mechanics. It's just some platforms. This is nothing too crazy. We're about to fight a mini-boss, Medusa. She's alright. With Grant, and we're using axes. We're just killing her with axes, really. But the timing's a little tight, so we don't get hurt by her. Hopefully I get it. Uh-oh, she's coming for me. Oh, dang you. Okay, that's too bad. We definitely didn't want to get hit, so that's annoying. Here we get to do another launch, by the way. Oh. Yeah, nice. I'm just waiting on Mr. Doulahan there. Stabby. The one reason this stage is such a butt is because there's this jump, right? I didn't have to use those stairs. I could have jumped from the bottom on top of that seesaw thing. It just kills me so many times. I definitely didn't want to do it today. It hurts me a little bit, you know? to waste those seconds not going for that, but it's also really painful if you die there. So I'm liking it so far. We have all our setup items and stuff still. Because also one thing I hope you've noticed is that it takes like effort to set up the multipliers. We have a triple now, which means they can have 3 axes on the screen at once. A single axe would really slow stuff down, right? Uh-oh, I'm not doing this fight right. I'm scared. Help. Okay, I cannot take more damage, and we have to do another Cyclops. I was scared of him last time, right? I'm more scared of him now because I can't get hit. Holy crap. Please die. Thank you. Okay, awesome. We didn't die. Not dying in the ship is... I'm happy. This run is already a success. Already a success. That was awesome. Yeah, we didn't get to do any launches here. We're about to get into more stages with vertical sections, and we're going to do some more fancy launches, people. More fancy launches. Hopefully they don't take too many tries. But yeah, thankfully there's a bunch of vertical sections, like I said, and they have like safety areas. So if I try it and I fail it, I don't fall to my death. There's also like risky ones you could do, but not doing that right now. Probably will never do it. It's kind of TAS only. So right here, nice. That's one. Now I want to do a second one. Uh-oh. Okay. That's fine. Awesome. Nice. That didn't take too long. And we clip through there. So that's an easy one because you just line up, jump, grab. The one with the ghost ship is a pain in the butt because you have to wiggle. Precisely wiggling is hard. Here we do some more launching if it wants to anyway. This is an auto-scroller. But it only starts once you get high enough. So there's no point in launching now. The autoscroller locks us into this pace. But you can start the autoscroller just a little bit faster by getting the launch first try. We didn't, but you know, that's still getting them relatively fast. And you know, the time saves range from several seconds to you know, not really much. But I didn't mean to get hurt by you. That was sloppy. But yeah. Let's have to go through another horizontal bit here, and then once again we go vertical. Get to do another launch. And then we're almost at the boss. Which will be Frankenstein. We can kind of cheese him, which is funny. I didn't trust that. I'm gonna take it slow. Okay, good. These stages, like, casually, people will basically always complain about these. But if you just get the timing down... Uh-oh. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. Buddy. And he doesn't want to. Buddy. Buddy. Just launch, buddy. There you go. Good boy. There we go. Nice. So it's interesting that there's blocks up there, right? It makes no real sense. Like, just off screen at the very top, there's blocks. You can grab on them, you can climb on them. It's very interesting. It helps us right there. And here is Frankie, the monster. I should really Frankenstein the monster. Ouch! No, come back. Ah! Okay, so I'm trying to hide here from the blocks that fall from above, but he tried to walk away from me. I had to grab him again. That was okay. I like his end pose. You get this flex pose out of him. It's awesome. Part of his throwing animation. Yeah! It's the hype way to end the stage. Alright, we're still deathless, right? Dang. Let's not jinx it, but lots of hard stuff is already behind us. This is stage 6. First screen is no big deal. But here we get to deal with water. So the water is pushing us back for half of the screen, and then forwards the other half. The real problem is not the water. Like, the water, you know, whatever. Have to deal with it. The problem is the birds, which thankfully we all axed. No big deal. But these fishmen spawn randomly. So they're a pain. Ooh, not the right damage boost. That's okay. obviously I want to get damage boosted the other way. Just hit the fireball on the front instead of the back. No big deal. Right here, I could go for a launch. I'm not gonna do it. So this wall here, you can launch up to the top of it. It's a minor time save. It's really smooth and awesome if you get it. But, ouchies, that's fine. But the risk of getting the same thing that happened... Oh no, we did die. That's right, I died on the first launch. Dang, I forgot. But yeah, so that risk is another thing right there. You can also accidentally grab to the bottom and die, which is why I decided not to go for it. Oh yeah, I did die. Alright, that's a good thing to remember. Because that means Trevor no longer has his holy water. We would have made use of that. Hold on. Boop. And boop. Nice. Good kills. Nice. See, now we go to, the stage was probably the best music. Aquarius. Real banger. Like a fan favorite. We have another... this one has an interesting launch that I'll probably fail like 15 times because it's hard. But other than that, it's kind of just go through it. The nice thing is, you know, Grant, he climbs on everything and stuff. This is a relatively long stage with the other characters. Alucard never gets here, by the way. This is, this route. Alucard's route doesn't go here. But the other characters go through here. So this is the launch. You see, I have to fall into it instead of jump into it. It's a little weird. Come on. You can do it. You can do it. Oh, man. Come on, buddy. No, I know you can do it. But I keep being early. Uh-oh. Not sure if this particular has, like, some weird pixel nonsense to it. I'm still too early. Oh, there we go. Nice. I mean, that took forever, and I wasn't very clean. But eventually, we got it. Alright, cool. And that saves, like, no time, too, so it's kind of sad. A little sad. Like, some of them save a lot of time. That one saves, like, 2 seconds. If you get it first try, right? Which, obviously, we did not. But, yeah. The time we definitely save is in the beginning. That first screen is kind of... It's either hard or it takes a lot of time. Well... The other characters also have strats to get through the first screen pretty fast. But nothing's as fast as just climbing up there, so... Grant's the advantage there. I suppose it's also interesting to note. So Grant is obviously kind of slow because you have to go to a dead-end stage and go back down that stage to get him. But in the end, he makes up so much time with his general movement speed and this new tech that he's almost as fast. That he's very close to Trevor only. Where you don't pick up any characters. Any friends. Oh, by the way, yeah, here's John again. Or Trevor. Or John. Whichever you prefer. This fight is just a little bit safer and easier with... Even if we only have the whip. If I hadn't died and I still had the holy water, this would be a very fast kill. But sadly, we died. We have to do this with a whip, mostly. Let me see here. I want to set something up. Okay, cool. I'm going to try and do a glitch here. It's not fast, but it's fun. Ouch. Nope, didn't get it. Don't kill me. It was a little... a little risky. I did 2 hits. I tried. I didn't set it up correctly, apparently. So... For some reason, there's just some pixels where his hammer doesn't actually have a hitbox. If you set it up right. I didn't, but... Then you can just stand in his hammer, and he just hammers you, and nothing happens. It's kind of funny. Too bad I didn't get to show it off, but that's okay. This guy's just, you know, he's just a damage-soaking jerk. Takes forever. But he's gone. It's just really hard to do that fast with Grant because of his tiny knife. It's just hard. Especially the mummies are such a pain. And if you don't have the health to play with and stuff, you need health and a lot of hearts. Just hard to collect all of that. That's why we switch into Trevor. But yeah. Already stage 8. This is going pretty well. Death is the boss here. We don't... One of the zombies, I don't know if you noticed, he spawned behind me. It's unusual. They tend to spawn in front of you. That threw me off. It's too bad. Uh-oh. No, I got it. Okay. Okay. Nice. Hands are just jerks. I want to make sure they die, and I don't walk into their swords. But yeah, we can't do fancy launchy tech here. Or at least none that saves any significant amount of time. But it is kind of fun that in the next screen... okay. Like, I'm fine with damage boosting through these guys if I have to, but we took very minimal damage. So right here, you're expected to go on top of this thing, and this is like a bridge that crumbles. Grant's not gonna be on top of that bridge. Why? Why would you be on top of that bridge? You know, climbing stairs is slow. So we just wait for this bridge to... Well, actually, okay. You could do a launch, the same thing as we tried to do earlier that took 15 tries. You can try that there, too. Just hard. Okay, hold on, he's dead. Okay, good. Okay, super. Yeah, killing him right there is basically perfect. So that was very nice. Very nice. We're going into the penultimate stage. Any more from the desk before we get to the end? I think that's a no. Alright. Well, actually, it's for the better. There's a nice little, there's one more glitch, one more new glitchy thing. We haven't showed off yet. Switching characters while transitioning screens like this misaligns Grant. It just does that with Grant. But suddenly you're not on the stairs properly, and this is the next screen. It's pretty nice. So yeah, that's it only sees one use, and that's also the main tech behind the any percent route. You misalign and you get into a glitch world. It's very interesting. But then we would have already killed Drac if we were doing that one. Okay, here's one more launch. That's not it. That's not it. Come on, buddy. Ouchies. There you go. Good boy. He's a good boy. Grant's a good boy. Okay, awesome. Could take damage here. I'll take it slow. Damage boosting through this guy would have been optimal, but we're fine. We're fine. There's gonna be one more auto-scroller. We'll do the same launching upwards as fast as possible to start it immediately. But aside from that, it's an auto-scroller. So again, if there's anything you need to say, host, this is the time.
Alright, fair enough. We do not have any donations just yet, but hey, at least I can tell people that we're getting quite close to that nice round 1500, so do keep your donations coming on in. They're all going to be going to Mind, which is a wonderful organization to prevent mental health issues and all that sort of jazz. So keep them coming, everyone. Let's get that 1500.
Please let's. Well, at least Riddle's good good music, so it's not too much of a drag to be stuck in an auto-scroller. Aside from that, there's not much to do. You can kind of play with these fuzzies and stuff. We're getting close to the end, though, of the stage and of the run. First, we have to deal with our evil doppelganger. Kind of interesting. So this is upcoming boss, 2 screens away from us. He'll turn into whichever character you currently are. Uh-oh. That bird was Getting close to our face. Birds, by the way, they're jerks. Don't know if you knew. Jerks. But yeah, he'll turn into whatever character you are. We're obviously gonna fight him as Grant. We're gonna try and get him stuck throwing axes. Yeah, he got stuck in a loop throwing axes, and we're just, you know, stabbing his shins, stabbing his knees. Easy peasy. It was a little scary that he moved at all. You want to kill him right where he spawns, but he decided to move. That's just bad RNG. But yeah, final stage. I'm gonna have a quick drink. And now we, this stage is fairly small. No, well, I say no launches. It actually has a launch that saves 7 seconds, which is massive. But it's at the very end. And we're not doing it because if you fail, you're dead. Run over. Goodbye. Goodbye! That's not what we're doing. That's scary. Not doing that. But, it does exist. It's 7 seconds. It's massive. I'll point it out. I'll just not do it. Let's not ruin an already pretty darn awesome run. Very happy. I could still die. I could still die to Dracula. I could die to the stage. Because, you know, like I said earlier, the damage has been really ramping up. I can only take 3 hits, and the 4th hit will kill me. I have to take some hits here to go through this fast. I boost off of him. Oh, that's a bat. I boost off of this fireball. Nice! But yeah, now I can take 1 more hit, and I like to preserve that damage for Dracula. I'm gonna wait on the skeleton, so he doesn't murder me. There's a way to do that faster, but it's a little tight. I don't feel like it right now. Just round it off. So right here, this edge, you can do a launch off of it, falling off of it and then launching. And then you skip one of these pendulum cycles. Right? We had to let him go whip wop once. We just skip that. 7 seconds. Massive. But not doing that. Alright, the final staircase to Dracula. Why did I throw that? I don't know. Hearts should be good. Let me count. Yeah, hearts should be good. So we're all set up. We have our mighty axe, we have our hearts, we have 3 phases of Dracula. Here we go. Hi. There you go. Phase 2 is pretty hard. There you go. Oh, last phase. Very laggy. The lasers make this laggy. But he's very much toast. Sayonara! When I grab the orb, it's done. Bam! Done. That must have been a pretty fast one.
Was that time?
Yes!
Alright. Just checking to see if Tech also caught on to that.
Well, let me just tell you, I'm very proud of that one. That one was fast. And we get to cheer a little bit.
Looked like roughly 32:06.
That's awesome.
Great.
Right. Well, it was lovely being able to show this off, and I'm glad it went so smoothly. I mean, we could have had it slightly better launches, right? But hey, they're frame perfect. What do you want? They're gonna fail half of the time, or more. But that's Grant, and he's awesome. Castlevania 3 is awesome. You should play it.
Yes, and thank you for that run. Now, before we head into the transition, a quick €1 donation by Chalky saying shout out to Buck Bumble. Whatever that means.
I don't know.
Ah.
But shoutouts nonetheless.
Yeah.
And no, if I may be so free, shoutouts to the Castlevania community. They're awesome. That's it. That's the shoutout. They're awesome. I love them. Other than that, these are the credits.